Thumbnails. Good morning, Danielle. Back with another live market analysis. See what's going on in the market. Yesterday, man, yesterday got crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. But everything got figured out because I'm the GOAT. I mean, because I work on a great team. Yeah. Anyway, what I've been watching, oh yeah, GOEV. I don't know. It's a higher float. I sometimes I trade the higher floats, but they gotta have a good range, and they gotta have like millions of shares being traded on them. What's up, One Life? They gotta have millions of shares being traded on to push that price. Cause sometimes they can get so choppy, and I really don't like them. But I made money on CLVS, and it was a chopper, but it had a pretty good range. So I would say wait and see what that range is gonna be, and then kind of gauge what you want to do with it. Cause I mean, it could open up one huge bar and then close down so quick like an alligator, snapping down. So just be careful. Anyway, what I was looking at this morning, what's on the scans, we see HSTO up 66%. INDO, I don't know about that one. It had the potential. They potentially found natural gas in one of their wells that they were digging. They dig for oil, but they said they potentially found natural gas. I'm not too keen on the potential there. So we'll just have to see. The other one that popped up was AKAN up 35%. A dollar is 6 right now. And then we have these higher floats up here. GOEV up 73%. Let me brighten this up. Okay, that's better. Yeah, okay. So yeah, a couple of movers. GOEV has a lot of volume already, 20 million shares traded, but the range, I don't know if it'll be able to keep up that range. Let's jump over to Street Smart, and then we'll check out the news on these things. Look at GOEV. It just does not look good, man. This thing came up here and has basically quadruple topped here at that 425 level and continues to look like it's just on its last leg. So I don't know. I don't think this one is going to be, or is going to continue to be, the top watch on the day. Acon came up here, stopped around that 121, came back down here to the 106. Have to wait and see what that one wants to do. HSTO was another one that came up and kind of topped out at the 575s. And then INDO took a huge rip on that news from the basically the $6 up to the $8, but has given back quite a bit of profit because people probably actually read the news of the potential of natural gas. Natural gas right now on the futures is sitting at $6.66. It has been trending upwards, but I really don't know. I really haven't watched natural gas enough to know like what this actually means, but it has a nice little uptrend. Hit a low on the weekly here of 144 and has been trending up. They did say that what was, I think they had something dealing with the wind, what do you call those things, the windmills, yeah, windmills, and the lack of strong wind gust, and that's why natural gas has been kind of getting little uptrend going. But I don't know, all this stuff is just news and speculation. I don't know. We'll have to see what the people say about it, what the sentiment is out here that the people want to show us. Anyway, back over here to Street Smart. Oh, before we go to Street Smart, let's go ahead and check out this news on these. HSTO. Let's see. HSTO shares spike higher, and I'm not really seeing a real reason for those shares to be spiking higher. It is a low float of about 2 million shares on HSTO. INDO, of course, I just told you the news there. They potentially discovers potential natural gas reservoir during current drilling of Kerr 28. They already have 3 other oil sites that they've completed and found oil at, and this was a new one. Acon, I don't like this daily chart. There's to supply Tetra Biopharma with pharmaceutical grade cannabis for FDA trials of QIXLEEF. Don't really know what that is. Multi-million-dollar prescription drug. And then EVF, that's not even in the competition, only up 1%. GOEV, Walmart to purchase 4,500 Canoe electric delivery vehicles to be used for last mile deliveries in support of its growing e-commerce business. So that's Walmart purchasing some of those electric delivery vehicles from them. So I mean, that's okay. We'll just have to see what that range is looking like on the daily chart. It had a low down here of the 175, closed up yesterday at 238, and now it's opening up today at about 416, so somewhere up in here. Let me draw 416. We'll just say $4. It's close enough to $4. Oh no, not that. Okay, so $4 there. So it's opening up around the $4 level. And that's about it on those. But we shall see what wants to hold green on the day. Let me see. Good morning, Daniel B. Good morning, Robert. Okay. Hey, appreciate that, Lauren. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. I think it's going to be a beautiful day in the markets, as long as we don't get destroyed by stupid plays. I want to see if INDO is actually going to eat up this whole bar and get back down here to like the 675s because of that potential. That would be so funny. But INDO is a very low float, so it can definitely reverse course very quickly, especially if shorts get too aggressive on it. It can definitely make a little retest of this 875 very easily. That's only not even a dollar. Yeah, just about a dollar move right now. So I'm gonna wait for some confirmation, baby. Yes, Lauren is putting into the chat the Discord link. On days that something comes up, like yesterday when I had a meeting and had some news that I had to go and handle, I do drop that into the Discord so you guys can be updated whether something is in conflict with the stream or not. Also, we talk about everything investing and entrepreneurship over there. If you're into cryptos, futures, forex, whatever that it is that you're into, or if you just want to talk to different traders in the community, hey, great place to do it. And also, it's the best way to get in touch with me or Ben. Ben is over on the Framework Fortune home channel, and he does live streams over there and drops content over there as well. And that's a quick, easy way to get in contact with us. I mean, you know, it's almost like instantaneous. Most of the times I'm sitting at a point where I can respond, so works out great. GOEV blasting up out of that little quadruple top there. 422 up to the 440s. Nice, nice, nice. Little 20 cent push out there. Did not think GOEV was going to get any kind of push out after sitting at this so long. I was waiting for it to fall, but it took so long. It took what, 15, 30, and that's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours at this point, and then a break. Wait, did I do that right? 30, an hour, 2 hours and 30 minutes. My bad. 2 hours and 30 minutes. I forgot this is the 15-minute chart. Two hours and 30 minutes. Lawrence said he's taking more meds and going back to sleep. Hey, sleep well, Lawrence. Sleep well. One life said, HH Trader, I usually just call you. Hey, man. I mean, that's one way to do it. But you know, I may be up under a building somewhere when you call me, so I'll be out here in these streets slithering around. GOEV, it had a little bit of drop off in volume, and then it gets these all of a sudden spurts. Like this little spurt right here was 2 million shares on this big candle, and then all of a sudden dropped down to 200,000. So it gets these big spurts and then gives it back. So that's the pattern that I'm thinking it's going to be doing. Good morning, Ben. Framework Fortune in the house. Ben is the one that I was talking about. He streams over on the home channel, Framework Fortune, and he usually live streams after me. So you know, after I go off, he's usually going live as well. But right now we have our little tiny watch list of 4 stocks: GOEV, AKAN, HSTO, and INDO. Things that I'm looking for a possible trade. I'm looking for something that is green on the day and has certified a bottom. So basically I'm looking for either a double bottom or a triple bottom confirmation, and then a move higher. That's what I'm looking for. Sometimes in the mornings, the patterns they form kind of fast. I forgot, Ben, we were looking at a stock yesterday that had a triple bottom. I think it was VLCN here. And of course I was out doing some work. I didn't actually see this, but once I came back in, me and Ben, we had looked at this one. And I was like, man, that was a beautiful double bottom on a uptrend. Had a nice little uptrend, came in here for a beautiful bottom, and of course, y'all remember the stupid line. This line right here, we also know it as the VWAP. So what we saw was a big increase in movement and price action up to this side. Got a big push down by the shorts. It formed one bottom here, and I don't even know, rectangle. Formed one bottom here, and then came up to the stupid line right there, hit the stupid line and act stupidly, came back into this level, Rectangle. And there is our double bottom right there after the stupid line was tested. So boom, boom, boom. And then we got a nice move through the stupid line, came back and retested the stupid line and then moved higher. And yeah, that was a nice one. From this one was from what, the 187 all the way up to the 238s. I mean, even if you would have took half here on this little drop, you would have been all right if you held that half. So, but anyway, that's hindsight trading. We're on to the next day, and we're getting into it. So anytime you hear me say the stupid line, know I'm talking about the VWAP. I got to create some names for the other indicators, but the VWAPs, it's just so obvious. It's just, man, that's the stupid line. It's beautiful, beautiful indicator. Mm. Let me see. DB fart. What is he saying? Framework, hi Ben, how are you today? I'm looking forward to see you and your stream today and soak all the wisdom. What are you providing for us, your students? Then Ben says, careful today, the NASDAQ under 12. Oh, I forgot to look at all that. Let's go pop over here to oil and the NASDAQ and all of these other ones. So we saw that oil had a nice little downtrend, broke out of this downtrend and started an uptrend. Came up here to the 125s, got a nice little rejection off the 125s, and came down here into the 105 levels and continues to move down under the $100. So hey, I'm good. I love it. I love it. Make oil cheap again. And then we got the NQ. Actually, well, yeah, I'll leave it here and then we'll back out. NQ continuing. It had this triple, or not triple. It had this head and inverse head and shoulders pattern where we saw this shoulder form, head form, shoulder form, and now it's into this consolidation. And I'm wondering when it's going to break back over this 12 100, or it's going to reject and break down through this previous shoulder. Let's see. Natural gas, we already looked at that one. That was the INDO play. But INDO has given back quite a bit from where it was. It was up at the 820s. It is now down at the 783s, but it is a low float and could turn around very quickly. Good morning, SB in the building. Let's go. Okay. So we got about 10 minutes to the bell. We have our stocks that we want to watch. Gonna see what wants to hold green on the day and then make the rest of our analysis based on that. But right now, top mover is GOEV. They got Walmart trying to buy some vehicles from them. They're buying they're supposedly buying 4,500 vehicles from them. So another EV play. EV has been kind of coming back to life over the last couple of days. And I'm wondering, with EV coming back to life, how is that going to affect things like INDO? You know, with so many EV stocks popping, what what's going to be the correlation? Will it be a positive correlation, negative correlation, inverse? What's going to be the correlation? And we shall see. All right. Also, I forgot to look at the SPY. SPY had a little bit of a gap down. Little bit of a gap down there. Talk to your mother-in-law about monkeypox. She has been a nurse for most of her life, but she said monkeypox, you don't need a vaccine for it. It's a virus, but it's not that serious. DB Fart says there's an old Indian legend said that you can make a monkey in stock market if you believe enough. We will see, man. Another thing that I've realized in trading. So, um don't allow the market to determine who you are in the market. I remember when I first was getting into trading, I would allow the market to determine what I was going to be on the day or the time period that I'm holding a specific ticker. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say if I want to enter a day trade, but the day trade turns into a swing trade. I was like, man, what am I doing? Why, if I'm gonna be a swing trader, I need to enter as a swing trader. If the market is determining what and who I am, that's not good. I'm gonna get blown away. I'm sitting in front of a shotgun barrel with a little string on the trigger, and I'm gonna get blown away. So what I've been doing is I've been entering a trade at a certain position and holding that stance. If I'm gonna be a day trader, that's gonna be my stance throughout the whole position. If I'm gonna be a swing trader, that's gonna be my stance throughout the whole position. If I'm gonna be a long-term investor, that's my stance. And keep that mindset. Don't be shifting. Oh, well, this may be a swing trade. This may be a day trade. Well, it looks like if it wasn't a part of the plan at the beginning, don't don't allow the market to make you into something that you didn't intend to be. Exactly, DB. The market is to serve you, not to instruct you. Got about 6 minutes to the bell. Yes, DB. Definitely swing trades can make you a lot of money. But I'm just saying the stance that you take, in your positioning. Don't let the market, tear into you because you're too shifty in your mindset. GOEV. Continue to push out there, GOEV. making that new top there at the 460, which is 40 cents above where it previously was. But I want to see this open. It's got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And it is the top watch for right now. Exactly, One Life. DB says today is the day PLRX trade. Let me see PLRX. I'm guessing y'all are definitely going short on this one. It had a little bit of a gap down. It was going crazy yesterday into halts and everything. I forgot what the news was on this. Let me see PLRX. Okay, PLRX. Pliant Therapeutics commenced its common stock offering. That was yesterday. Let me see what this common stock offering is. Okay, common stock offering. Price 22.71. 25 million of stock. Do they have a set common offering price though? This was the current price of this publication. 30-day. I don't see a price for it, but whatever. Pretty sure it's going to be a nice short today after all that running up. We got about 2 minutes to the bell as well. GOEV continuing to push up there. 28 million shares traded. Absolutely overshadowing everything else on the day. What's up, Trucker 2B? Less than a minute. INDO on that potential news. I think it's going to continue going down. I think it's going to be a nice little short for somebody as well today. To get back up to the top, it's got to move what, a whole dollar back up here. And that's while being in competition with GOEV. All right, market is just open. We'll watch GOEV out of the open, up 100%. Everything else seems to have gone red here. GOEV finding a little bit of pressure off that 475 level. And remember, this was one that has a higher float, so it may be one that'll close down its range and get choppy. That doesn't mean it's going to stop uptrending, but it could get very, very choppy here. AKAN is also doing things. We'll see if it can hold green. It is now one of the few that is green on the day. We'll see if any of these other ones can come back green. But if they can't, they're going to be, I see BHAT as well, up 13%. It is also green, but we'll see what it can do. Wow. INDO took a nice little dip there down to the 750s, red on the day. AKAN, top green mover as of now, up 6% out of the open. So all we want to see is we want to see shorts come in, and we want to see shorts start to win. We want to see the longs lose, especially at the beginning. So we can get a nice we can get some nice revenge trading action, and we can get some nice pivots on the shorts. Let's look at the SPY as well. SPY making its way back up. I mean, this, I would call this a gap fill back up to the 384, but it jumped over by 80 cents. So we'll see if this 384.80s will hold it down on this hour chart that I'm seeing right there. I mean, we'll see if it gets back under this 384 support level. Okay, so AKAN losing itself a little bit. Let's see what wants to pop back up green though. INDO going all the way down, all the way red on the day. And this is what I avoid. If it's red on the day, leave it alone. Shorts are already winning on it. It's no point. Yes, 1 in a million times it'll come and it'll be like, oh, you know what? We just want to do a short squeeze, and boom. You know, but that's like 1 in a million. That's very, very rare. PLRX, beautiful little crush down coming up here to the 2261s and popping down here to the 2158s. Nice and red on the day. Shorts in control there. BHAT trying to pull a green to red. Kind of struggling here on this pattern. Crunching back under that $3. GOEV back green on the day as well. Up to the 488s. Came down here to the 451s. And the question is, can it hold green on the day? Let me go over here and see the actual price so I can mark the level. GOEV price for red on the day would be the 463 breakdown, 463, which isn't that far. We'll see how it acts. 460 right there. Okay, so that's the support for red on the day. Let's go ahead and zoom back and see if we can identify any other levels on GOEV. No clear, obvious levels that I see right now. Let me go on the higher time frames back here on TOS. 561 could be a point, and I do say could be, you know, that's not certified, but that's a level that it saw some resistance. 625, so 561, 625 could be levels, and then the bottom of this one is under the 7. Of course, this is a higher float, so it could close down that range and chop around a little bit before it decides to move up. On the daily chart, I was looking here on the monthly and on the weekly, but on the daily chart, we have a bottom here of the 686s that we can see really clear, where it tried to test that level and eventually broke down through it after running up. And then we see another level here of the 511s there. 511s, let me zoom in a little bit, and we can kind of see a range in here that it's about to try to enter. And this range could be heavy resistance here from here. Oh, no, not that. From here out to here. 519-ish level. Could be heavy resistance in there. So just be mindful of that. And I could be totally wrong. Like we said, we don't know what the market's going to do. It could just jump straight through that, but that is something to keep in mind. Okay, AKAN. Big pull down around that 105 level. Still green on the day though. GOEV, the level that I marked up there was the 516s. I'll say 515 is the start of the area, possibly. So resistance 5, where's 516? Right up in here. And we'll see if it wants to break above that 516 and start to hold. Okay. This one had the first the first candle was super big, 3 million shares, and then is now down to not even barely making it to 1 million. Okay. High floats, let's jump out here to the scans as well. We got a couple of higher float movers jumping on the scans. Amazon is up green, Twitter green, AMC. We got a lot of green movers. Let's see, market should be green. All these higher floats are moving, so yeah, nice green painting here. GOV is the top mover. It's at 103%, but we'll see what it wants to do. PSTH, any big movers down here though? Nothing big, nothing moving like over 15 to 20%. So, you know, a couple of little ones in here, a couple of little scalps, but they are getting a little bit of action. Veru popping up there in the mid floats, and TH popping up there as well. Let's see. I think that pretty much covers it all right there. Okay. TH though, it's just not in the competition. It's got 1 million shares traded, but if we look in the other sections, 1 million is like baby numbers. So it's gonna have to step its game up on TH to get into the competition for a day trade. All right, let's jump back over to GOEV. Still at the top here. Oh, and another thing, I was talking to Ben yesterday. I wanted to make sure that it was clear. When I say the competition, I'm talking about the individual traders competition. Like, what are the requirements that you have for your ticker or for the symbol that you want to trade, and how is it stacking up against other tickers? So it's an individual thing. It's not like a overall market competition. It's that specific trader. If it's on your watch list, how is it ranking in the tickers that you want to watch as a possible trade? HSTO smashing down 10%. So that one's getting killed on the day. Nice and red, shorts all the way in control. PLRX, did it continue down too? It did. Nice red. GOEV going up to that $5. Our mark was up there at the 516 was where I was thinking that resistance was going to start. We'll see what happens up there. Okay, and now on TOS, we can see on this daily chart, on these daily charts, how these things are. And this is what I don't want to be trading. Look at this red. See, when you zoom back and you look at the daily chart, it's like, oh, that's why he's not touching that. Oh, when I say it's red on the day, all you got to do is come out and look at the daily chart, and it, usually it looks horrible. Same thing with INDO getting pushed down here as well. The top side was at the 778s. B hat had a little resistance here at the $3. Pushed that down. Acon, another one, got pushed down. EVFM was up there, but it's only up 6%, so that's nothing. PLRX, you can see this huge buying candle from yesterday. The move from $15 up to the $23, and then stand within this candle, but it's still red on the day. So, nice little short opportunity there. And then TH up 21%, but just on low volume. And then GOEV, which gapped up here from the 236, and this was the level that I just drew up here, this 515-ish level that I was thinking it could get to, but it is still green on the day, and it's probably going to become a grinder. See, AMD, Apple, American Airlines, what is this, AMC, Amazon. Okay. GOEV turning around. It didn't even make it up there to the 516. I really thought it could, but looking at the 15-minute, looking like it's getting a little skinny there. B hat is still green on the day. We'll see which one wins this competition. B hat becoming the larger green mover. So we'll see what that one wants to do. Can it hold green on the day? The SPY took a nice little rip out there. Did get past that that one, what's this level here we had marked? This little level here, 384. Came and tested it, threw a nice wick up there to the 386. But we'll have to see what it wants to do overall. GOEV back down to the reds. And now B hat is one of the few that is green. So we'll see what that wants to do. Very low float on B hat as well. Let me look at that float. Float of 4.1 million. And I've noticed something on Street Smart Edge when it says when it says this float is 4 point, it's actually lower than this. Almost every time it's lower than this. But you can go and certify it on Yahoo Finance or whatever to see what it actually is. But it's holding green on the day for now. And we'll see if it can formulate any bottoms here. 284 was the point where it came down and bounced. But we'll see how that holds up on these higher time frames. Whoops. Has a top side here of the 358. Resistance. Let's see if it can get back red. Only 4 million shares traded, but we'll see. PLRX down to the 20s, continuing to break down. Gave a breakdown under the 2085s and is trying to hold under this 2085 on PLRX. B hat dove red. Now Acon is one of the few that's holding green on the day. That'll move to the top. Watching Acon. Did come down and kind of sat on this $1 level. Let's look at the volume as well. First candle was 3 million shares traded, dropped down to 840. Then right under a million, and now it looks like it wants to try something, but it's right at the stupid line right now. So I want to see what kind of stupid things will happen here before making a decision there. Anything else that's up? $384. So the SPY came up and hit this little level of the 385s, and we can see that on the 15-minute 385s. We'll see if it starts to hold that and move higher, or if it wants to drop down. SPY coming on back down through that 384. B hat flip-flopping around that red to green move. So I wanted to make a decision. Is it going to stay green? Acon went red as well. So now Acon is not tradable for me. B hat though. B hat is coming back green. Let's see if it can hold. On this hour chart, let's see, what's this? $3. It's just so close to flipping red. It's not clear that it has strength to the upside. SPY also coming on down. Let me look at the NQ over here as well, see what it's doing. NQ not looking horrible, just in the indecision on a green candle. So just floating here, waiting. B hat. Can we start getting back up here to this 358? We got a bottom here, 285 intraday bottom. And we'll see if this becomes any kind of support that it wants to give us a double bottom off of. But letting the stupid line do its thing right now. That's the one. It's Acon is just sitting above the $1 right now. It's just been kind of testing this. Still not obvious to me. Daniel B says Oxy or One Life says Oxy headed back to a buy level. Nice, nice, nice. Go look at Oxy. Okay, so yeah. Had the previous lows here around the $55. 55 to I would say 50 55.50 to $55, like 50 cent area down there. All right. B hat hitting the stupid line. Let's see if it gets a little pause down here at 286 and then wants to go ahead and go. But 286 may be back red on the day for it, I believe. Let me see. B hat. Yeah, it's already red. Yeah. So a break of the $3 will leave it red on the day. Cool. So everything right there on the watch, we saw it go red. And if it's not green, I'm just not going to touch it. I'm okay. Let the shorts have their day, man. Make that money, DB. One Life, make that money. I'm not about to play with y'all. Y'all ain't playing no games. Okay. SPY trying to hold up here, crack down a little bit to the 384s. Top side of this previous candle is the 385. We can see a little bit of resistance forming on the 15-minute here. So that's clear resistance. These two continue. So Acon looking like it wants to get up, letting it do its thing on the stupid line. Had a high here of the 114s. Yeah, 114. So now we're seeing something become obvious. Moving away from that whole dollar resistance. But it's not over yet. 14 million shares traded on this one. I like it. So my question is, can it hold up the $1 on the day? And that may be where I'm playing from, the $1, because I really don't need that much, just 20 cents. We can hold up the 1 and get up to the 120. Perfect. I'm 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 seeing GLSI. Let me check out what this thing is. GLSI up 23%. Now this one's stupid obvious. Had a gap up. So yeah, watching that one. KSPN is another one popping up here. Check that one out. KSPN. KSPN, I believe it may be in a halt, coming from the 553s, and now we're seeing obvious green plays. We saw these struggling green plays, but now we're seeing obvious ones. KSP, let me get rid of some of these that I know probably aren't coming up back up. So HSTO. INDO, probably not coming back up. Out. Is it already on my watch? Yeah, it's over here, so I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll take it off for a day trade. It's already giving itself to the shorts. PLRX probably going to continue down as well. GOEV all the way in the red. So really not planning on playing with those. I'm going to stick to these obvious top movers. B-Hat giving up the ghost. See, time those other ones popped up. Just giving up the ghost there. So we will see KSPN. Let me see what the news is on this one. Casman Holding shares Alibaba, Zoom Video, and 76 biggest movers from yesterday. What is your news? Halted circuit breaker 12%. They had earnings last month. Huh. Yeah, not seeing too much on that. What was the other one? GLSI. GLSI. Greenwick Life Sciences announces removal of clinical hold permitting phase 3 clinical trial to proceed. FDA removed clinical hold on Flamingo phase 3 clinical trial. And then they said they're offering up to 100 million in common shares through deal with Jefferies. And are there any prices on that I can see? No prices. Okay, so they're said Tuesday reached an agreement with Jefferies to offer up to 100 million in common shares and regulatory filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The company said the company may offer shares from time to time, while Jefferies will receive a commission rate of 3% gross proceeds. Okay, whatever. So I don't know. Both of those are obviously moving up, and Acon is now obviously moving up. So now we're getting those obvious movers. So now all we need is those certifications of those new bottoms is what I'm looking for. Nice green day stocks. AKAN coming into that resistance level of the 119 again. We'll see if it reverses course here, but it's looking quite nice, especially if it consolidates on this green movement. ORMP, what is this? ORMP is another one that's moving up 18% since the open. So we're keeping our eyes on the obvious plays. Okay, and let me get rid of these red ones because we don't want to focus on those. And we got 4 obvious plays here. 8. Oh, I messed around and deleted the SPY. Okay, now Acon, these 4 is what I'll be watching throughout the day for some confirmations of lows. Came up there to that 114, double topped at the 117 there. On Acon, GLSI, still green on the day, coming into a nice little dip. KSPN continuing to pile up, so we'll have to see some type of confirmation of bottoms on that one. Yesterday, the top was the $7. SPY coming back down, 382s. Oh, wow. Took quite a bit of a dip down there back to the 382s. Bottom is the 380s. Acon with a bit of rejection up there at that level, 114. And now we'll see if it can hold that $1 and try again. Or is it ready to dump through that 1? It's only 9 cents away from that dollar. Plenty of volume on it though. At this point, I don't like it. These lower time frames are red, but the bigger time frame is green, but it just hit a previous resistance level. So I want to see if these red candles will close red on ACON. KSPN super high. Ain't no way I buy that thing that high. ORMP has to do some consolidation. Let's look at this volume story here. Had 140,000 up to 1 million shares traded, and then almost an equal amount of selling on the way down, close to 1 million, and then running out of steam down here on the downside. They come back down to the 108s. Is it gonna go ahead and crack down though? Definitely not as obvious as these other ones. Did I look at the news for ORMP? What was this news? Ormed to present at upcoming Concord Genuity annual growth conference. Tesla. So no real news on today though. Dow rises, shares another rise another 13% after CEO update. Phase 1 clinical trial of oral virus-like particle COVID-19 vaccine, cohort B. So this is more COVID-19. Okay. Well, definitely getting murdered. ACON coming down here to $1 again. And at this point, this is a really steep comeback to this $1 level. I'm thinking it can break down this $1 and continue down. Very close to being red on the day anyway, so I'm not going to take my chances there. Rather get into one of these that is more aligned with everything. GLSI needs to keep that volume up. Lost a whole lot of volume. I don't even know if it can get back to 1 million shares. KSPN still super high. Waiting on the setup, man. Gotta come down though. This is why a lot of times I'm like, man, my setup does not come at the open. It takes a little bit of time, but once it comes, it's nice. It's very very high percentage. Takes a little bit more paint work on the charts for my setup. Okay, ACON going down there, about to break down the 1. And that's what I did not want to, if it goes red on the day, which it is already red, it's dead. It's dead to me. I never saw it. All right, GL SI had the 15-minute up here. Draw that as resistance at the 1361. Had a big pull down here, but still is green on the day. Had to let it certify this 11 level if it can, but if it makes lower lows, then I have to just wait. But I do like that it's already uptrending. ORMP right at the $10, just sitting there. Let's see what that wants to do. It's going to have to recertify that 10 as well. Okay. Wow, INDO dropped all the way back down to $6. That's why we avoid those. ORMP jumping up there 30 cents off the 10. Still, the 15-minute is still red there, so we'll see how this 15-minute wants to close. KSPN giving a little dip down. ACON broke down the $1 like we thought it would. Had a previous bottom there of the 96 cents, but at this point it is in the short's favor, down about to be down 5% on the open, since the open. What's the float on GLS whatever? 2.4 million. That's pretty low float. That can't be right. 2.4. Oh, 1.11. Like I said, it's usually lower. And then employees, 3 employees, life science, biopharmaceutical company, immunotherapies for breast cancer and other HER2, HER2, oh my gosh, new expressing cancers. Yeah. Okay. ORMP. So now all it needs to do is certify this $10 level that it can hold this 10, and I will definitely be looking at it. ACON continue to try to hold up this dollar here, but just too steep there. Too steep of an angle to overcome. Okay, well, I got about 15 minutes left on the stream, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on to some work, and I will continue watching these stocks: KSPN, OM or ORMP, GLSI. They all look very, very interesting, and green. KSPN pushed down from the almost the $9 back here to the 781s. Looking a little bit bearish now. Acon did finally snap through, broke this bottom of the 96 cents. Like I said, that one's probably going to be done for the day for the longs. GLSY, I do not like this volume drying up down here. The previous candle was 55,000 shares. I'm not interested. They got to pick up the volume there. Even though it's in a dip, I want to see continuous volume coming into that dip. I want to see dangerous volume coming into that dip. Like this one right here, its dip, it still had 200,000 shares traded in the dip and continues to get around that 200,000 share mark. Because what happens is if that volume continues to be heavy in that dip, market makers and people with bigger position sizes can get filled easily. So let's say if they want to buy, I don't know, a couple million shares, they can get filled very easily in that dip if that volume's good. But if the volume dries up, how are they going to get their shares filled? All right, ORMP did double top there. Had a previous bottom around at $10. So we'll see what that $10 wants to do. Will it just go ahead and break on down or what? What kind of angle will it form? As long as it stays green on the day though, I mean, it's still up 17%. So I'm going to be bullish on this one all day. And I'm willing to take trades on that one. As long as it keeps that volume pouring. Acon now down 7% on the day. Glad we waited and avoided that. Waited for that double bottom to do a confirmation here. Did not do it. Plus, it had a stupid steep downtrend off of this double top. Way too steep. So I guess in trading, sometimes geometry matters. Sometimes. Unless it's just a crazy, just no logic, no logical motion type of stop. Oil continuing down to the $96. Let's go. We're gonna be paying $3.50 maybe again. I don't know. Maybe in 6 months. NQ out here did go ahead and go red. The indecision is becoming more and more of a red candle with a topping wick. Natural gas came down as well. INDO, wow. Jumped up there to $8 almost. And now it's sitting down at the almost 7. So it lost about $1 on that potential news. BHAT looks like it came back green. Go check that out. BHAT. Had a little bit of a double bottom. I like it. Over here on Street Smart, had a little bit of a double bottom at this 286. But I want to see what is this going to be the range. 286 as a bottom here. support, and then this top here 326. I like it, but it's gonna have to come on with it. And also the volume is still pretty nice in here. Volume is still looking like you see 200,000, got almost a million. Okay. They're working with a little something. Keep it on watch. AKAN is pretty much done. I'm not even gonna touch that. The shorts have taken that over. So we got our 4 stocks we're gonna be watching: KSPN, ORMP, GLSI, and BHAT. I try to update in Discord when I see, when they come into levels that I like, or if they're confirming a pattern like the double bottom or triple bottom, and I do my entries. I could do that in the Discord. And if I see anything else pop up on the scans, I usually pop it into Discord as well. But for the most part, these stocks that are getting the volume will continue to get the volume throughout the day. One of these stocks will become the stock. Just don't know which one. So you got to give it a little bit of time. And see this double bottom right here. Yes, this was a double bottom, but it wasn't like a strong push out of these levels. Like this level, what was this? 305 through this $3 level. That whole dollar there it just made it act kind of funny there. So it's gonna need to prove that it can hold the $3 and then start to move up. But right now it's testing back within this trend, or not trend, in this range. So I'll give it time. Nothing but space and opportunity in the market. Boy, look at how this volume has dried up. 55,000, and then it barely got 113. So yeah, big fish aren't getting filled on this one. We want to see places where big fish can get their entries quickly so we can take the move with them. ORPM coming back down to these levels of the 99. Okay. Okay. All right, so it's getting this little bounce off of this $3 level, but we want to make sure it confirms. Maybe it comes back into this level and forms a higher low down here, or maybe it's ready to go. There it goes, 319. Nice. Just not the type of motion I want to see just yet. So I'm going to wait and see if the shorts want to slam it. Because on the hour chart, look how much it's got to hold up. And this bottom here, it's only what, 302? That's what, 17 cents up off this little level. So I'm not super into that one. ORMP. Okay. All right, so we got about 6 minutes left on the stream. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Again, you can get into the Discord for any kind of updates on the things that we're doing over at Framework Fortune. Appreciate all of you, all of your chats, your comments, your knowledge, and listening to me ramble on in the morning to myself. So appreciate you guys. Again, you can check out the Framework Fortune home channel. We go over different lessons. Sometimes me and Ben, we do watch lists, recaps, things like that. Also, Ben has a crypto channel, so a Framework Fortune crypto channel. If you're into cryptos, crypto games, gaming, all of that. If you want to get paid to game, he has that over there. And yeah, So this is a nice observation day. I am waiting for some of these that are green to come back into levels that are buyable and to confirm some of these levels for higher moves up. ORMP came down again here. So it's trying to hold this little 1019 level as support if it can. Or, well, it might actually break this down. I was just putting the line in. Okay. Well, whatever. We want to get into obvious plays that are moving up. That's what we're looking for. Oh, Lori streaming. Oh, I might be on for that one. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's a, hold up, DB. DB with your little you don't need no private stream. I'm the only one getting a private stream. I'm trying to see those seductive presses of the buy and sell. All right. DB said I'm too young for a private stream. Oh man. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. You guys, appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like. If you're not subscribed yet, you can subscribe over on YouTube, or if you're watching on Twitch, you can hit the follow button over there. But yeah, that is it for me today. Gonna continue to look for opportunities throughout the day, but I do have work to do. So, being said, he's not gonna be streaming today. He's got work to do as well. So, if you're gonna continue trading, be careful. Uh, and as always, another beautiful day in the market to not lose money, not get ate up. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.